Your boy Kachi coming to you live. Yo guys, what's going on, man? Welcome back to another video, another Eidolon hunt. But this one I had to show you guys because, as you remember from the last video that I did, as you remember at the end, the Eidolon, the same, I think it was the hydrolyst or the gauntless, one of them, they decided to go back in the water. We lost our lures, all that stuff. But in this fight, I'm happy I was able to capture this, use my PS4 and capture this part here, because again, it happens here, but this time the Eidolon is far away from the water. So is it possible that you could still get an arcane even though the bounty has failed and all that stuff? The thing about that I don't understand with it is that, as you can see right here, it says kill or capture the Eidolon. It's written right there. So even though the sunrise nears and all that stuff, we can still able to take out the hydrolyst, or if you get to the gauntless and it's taking you a little bit of time before sunrise and all that stuff, you can still take out the Eidolon, right? The gauntless on the hydrolyst, you can still take them out before they reach the water, but it will still say that the bounty has failed, which doesn't make much sense, because at the end of this fight we still managed to get an arcane out of this, because I was wondering to see, like, did the arcane drop? One of the guys was like, yo, the shit dropped, and I was like, I find that interesting. So like, all right, even though we failed the bounty, you can still get the arcane. And I was like, yo, this is actually something new. I actually learned something right here, because again, you can't capture him once Onako says, you know, sunrise nears, because once he says that, all your lures will be gone. So it's like you can't capture him anymore, so all you can do is kill him. But for some reason, it's like you still fail the bounty even though we end up killing the hydrolyst. And as soon as we go back to the gate, I'm looking to see, like, you know, the arcane being there, because at times people say that, you know, when they do this, they go back to the gate, it will still have a question mark, as if, yeah, I got the arcane, but it wouldn't unlock it. As far as, like, if it's an arcane warmth, arcane rage, something along those lines, it doesn't show. So it's like, wow. But as you can see right here, this is like the climax part right here. See, it strikes now from moments of fusion. So technically he's heading back. So we did manage to take out another piece of him. So now that he's down, he's all writhing in pain and stuff, and now he's pulsing all this energy. I'm like, okay, let's see if we can actually take them. Now, as you can see, I'm looking back to see, okay, the water's right there. So I'm like, all right, we can still take them, but we got to be quick. So now this is the part right here where it's like, we lost our lures. Everyone's like, what are we supposed to do here? We have no lures. We cannot capture them. But I was like, you know, forget capturing them, of course, because we have no lures. Kill him before he reaches in the water, because right now he's not bothering with us. He'll still do his attacks and so on and so forth, but he is heading towards the water now. So as you can see, he doesn't have much health left because we took out all of those Vonalists that's trying to heal him. So now I'm shooting him. As you can see, I hit him with a yellow crit there. It still says bounty failed right there, but look, you can still pick up an arcane, and still it comes as a question mark because we end up killing him before he even reaches the water. And as you can see, it's at a good distance, so he'll have to walk a good ways before he could fully vanish, disappear, and all that stuff. But as you can see, the bounty has failed, but we still got the arcane. So now everyone was like, yo, we actually got the arcane. But I'm like, collect all your intacts and whatnot, because I believe we left some intacts all over the place. As you can see, I'm just running around collecting all that stuff, because again, the night cycle's already over. So it's like, you could collect your intacts and whatnot. If you see flawlesses, pick those up as well. And I'm just running around collecting all of them. I believe I was able to collect all of them, or at least most of them, before I decide, you know what, let me just go to the gate. But I'm glad I was able to capture this part right here, because the last video, one of them just ended up just flat out, going back into the water. And there's nothing for us to do right there. I couldn't do much there. I was trying to make the best of it, see if we could try and take some other parts of him and whatnot, but it's like he was already out the water. But this time, in order for you to get to this point, he has to be far away from the water. So even if sunrise is near, you could still take him out. Even though they may end up putting a hot fix for this and whatnot, but you could still kill him and still collect an arcane. So as you can see, I'm collecting, I believe, that last intact core before I decide, you know what, forget those. I'm just going right back to the gate here. So as you can see, it's like it's you could do it. It's possible, because as you see right here, I'm going towards the gate right now because it's like, yo, this was an epic run. This was, for me, this was my 9th Eidolon run, as far as not 9th Eidolon run. It was just me taking out 9 Eidolons. So that's just 3 runs for the night. So that is not too shabby. So as you can see right here, I'm just fiddling with my goddamn chat. But I was just looking right here to see if it'll actually show the arcane or if it'll give me a question mark. So I'm just wait for the loading thing and all that stuff, and then you see the arcanes will just show up right there on the screen. I'm using the capture on the PS4, by the way, to get this footage right here. This is not me recording live. So as you can see, arcane warmth, acceleration, and arcane rage. So that was just great. That's just great stuff right there. So I just messaged the guy saying GG and all that stuff. So I'm just pausing it right there because that's technically all the footage right there. So glad I was able to see this. So you can take out the hydrolyst before he goes back in the water, but he has to be at a good distance, because once he gets into the water and he starts descending, you can't do much with him right there. So you could still take him out, you could still get an arcane and go back to the gate, and you could claim your arcane. So yes, you could still get an arcane even though you failed the bounty.